And that, my friends, is go time on the live stream for Canva. Hi, everyone. All right, give me the thumbs up that we are good to go, Taylor, in our doc, and we'll get started. Just to kind of give you a scope of what we're going to do tonight, we're going to be at this for about half an hour. The plan is I'll go through what's in the course. I'll show you the intro video. I'll announce the new certificates. We'll do FAQs about the course as well. We'll do a bring a laptop kind of update. Some really exciting stuff in there, and then we'll do your questions. So if you've got questions anywhere through this live stream, leave them in the chat and Taylor will grab them and put them in the doc here. And we don't get a huge amount, so if you've got a question for me about Canva or any design stuff or me in general or anything you like to ask a question about, leave it in the chat. Taylor will grab it and stick it into the notes, and I'll read them out and go through them at the end, so put them in at any time. So first of all, who am I? I'm Dan Scott. I am a designer for about 17 years now, and I have just finished making a Canva Design Essentials course, and we are here to celebrate the launch of it tonight. So hooray, hooray for us. It's a lot of work for the team and for me to get this out to you today. So it is live now on bringyourownlaptop.com exclusively. Okay, so check it out. There's a link in the description if you want to go and sign up. If you're not already a subscriber, there is a 10% discount code in the description if you want. So yeah, what is the Canva Design Essentials? So it is one of my normal essentials course. It's quite big. It's like 83 videos long. And this one here, what I decided to do is, because of the target audience, I tried to massage in a little bit more design principles. Some of my other courses are a lot more focused on the tools, but more like my, say, Figma courses, where I try and put in a lot of kind of like design, UX design techniques. I've done the same thing for Canva. So there is a lot of things around like picking fonts and why you pick fonts and how to pick fonts. Same with colors, picking colors, a bit of color theory, and how to design your own logo. All of that kind of sprinkled throughout the course of learning Canva, yeah, to a pretty high level. So one thing is, can anybody hear that tapping? Weird tapping. So what we're going to do is, the other thing for Canva Essentials, if you haven't done any of my courses, is like a lot of my courses, there is a design brief that goes along with it. So there is a chance to get your own unique brief, okay, work your way through. This one we're doing a local shop, okay, so the one that I got was a camping and outdoor supplies. If you do the course, you get given your own brief. Everyone gets your own unique one to work through the course. You have got stuff to practice with, practice what you've learned, and work on stuff potentially for your portfolio, or your business, okay, depending on how you're using Canva. What we're going to do is, this one as well is that if you do make Canva Design Essentials, there is a certificate at the end, okay? We'll cover all of those. Yeah, I'll show you all those in a second, but there's a pass certificate, a merit certificate, and a distinction certificate. And what I'd like to do is, to get started, is I'd like to just, instead of just waffling on for a really long time about what's in the course, let's me and you watch the intro. It's only a minute or so, so I'll put it on now and we can all watch it together. I'll be in the tiny little circle down there, over there. All right, let's go. You ready? I spent a long time on this intro. Ready, steady, go. Hello, my name is Dan Scott and welcome to the Canva Design Essentials course. During the course, you'll learn how to master all of the tools, but also I'll share all of the design fundamentals to enable you to create beautiful, real-world designs easily in Canva. So who am I? I'm Dan Scott. I've been a professional designer for about 17 years now. I've won multiple teaching awards, and my both in-person and online courses have been attended by more than 1 million people, just like you. You'll be given a brief to create design work for your own unique store, along with lots of class projects so that you can create all sorts of designs and graphics to bring your brand to life. We'll start easy and fun with a series of social media posts working on images, color, type, and graphics. You'll learn how to use all of Canva's new fancy AI tools, like the one-click background remover and image generator. You'll develop a professional logo for your company, working through all of the tools, techniques, and shortcuts designers use to pick a design, color, and type for your logo. You'll master text-heavy documents using Canva's doc feature, utilizing things like styles and tables. presentations will come a breeze. Whether you're customizing templates or building something from scratch, you'll learn how to make consistent, eye-catching presentations using layouts, charts, and type animations. You'll bring your work to life with video editing and animation in Canva. I'll share all of the tricks of the trade. Now, this course is aimed at people who are new to Canva and maybe new to design in general. Whether you're doing work for yourself or your client, your school, doesn't matter, we're gonna start right at the beginning and work our way through step by step. All right, it is time. Don't miss out, sign up and go from Canva Zero to Canva Hero. I hope he takes better care of us than he does that plant back there. I know. Look at it. I'm sorry, plant. Talking to them helps, right? Actually, watering them probably is better. I'm gonna go water the plant. You sign up for the course. I'll see you inside. All right, that is the Canva intro. Always a gag at the end. They're always not that funny, but here you go. And next on my list is, you wanna come? Quick, quick, quick. Someone wants to be on YouTube. He is being minded here, trying to be quiet in the background. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
What is your name?
Machine.
What is your favorite design program to do?
Where do I look?
There. What is your favorite design course you've ever done? Canva Design Essentials.
Canva and Design Essentials.
Nice work. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Back to reading. Didn't even have time to put a clean shirt on him anyway. So also we're going to go through a few other things, but make sure you add your questions about Canva, what's in the course, why we're doing Canva, and I'm going to get to those in a second. So chuck those into the chat, and I'll get to those in a minute. Also like to thank you guys actually for helping make this course. So I send out a survey to everybody, and you guys were really generous with your time about what you'd like to see in there, what your features, what kind of topics you'd like covered. So that really helped shape the course. So thank you for that. And also thank you to the people that really helped kind of after my filming. I finished filming and there's still a lot of work. So thank you to the editors. It's Taylor Coman and Jason Hummels. Okay, and also Pedro Almeida, he did all the reviewing, so thank you so much for that. He's also going to be, Pedro's also going to be helping you guys when you are on Bring Your Own Laptop doing the course. He's going to be the Bring Your Laptop expert, so he'll be there helping you guys along there. So he's waiting right now for you to go sign up to the course so that he can help you. Okay, he's done the course, he reviewed the whole course, he's ready for action to kind of help in with anybody gets stuck. If you've got questions, help with those projects. So thanks, Pedro. Okay, I want to show you some of the cool things that come with the new course. So we haven't had one for a little while, so I'm pretty excited that we've got, that's the wrong picture. That's me. Come on, Dan, amateur. Oh, there we are. So this right here is the, can you see my finger there? That is the new certificate and the lovely new color for the brand new certificate for Canva Design Essentials. So there is 3 levels to this. Okay, with people that don't know, there is a pass. You get the pass. There's a pass, merit, and distinction. You can earn these badges. Okay, at Bring Your Own Laptop. And for the people that don't know, you watch all the courses. Can you see this kind of middle column here? If you can get a pass certificate by watching all the courses and completing all the class projects. You then get an extra level if you also do the knowledge quiz that runs throughout it, okay? And then you get a distinction certificate if you do all of those plus a special project at the end, okay? And these are all exclusive of Bring Your Laptop only. All right, so let's have a look at, make sure questions in the chat. I'm going to answer them in a sec. I wanted to give you a little update of what's happening at Bring Your Own Laptop. You guys don't, I wanted to share with all the new things. There's so much that goes on in the background that I like these little live streams where I get to kind of share it, get you excited about what's happening. The people that are current subscribers at Bring Your Own Laptop to see what's coming, and the people that are on the fence and like, oh, maybe I should. You should do it now because there's a link in the description. It's 10% off, but also Canva's just released now. We've got another couple of courses coming up. Couple of courses, I know. So we've got Blender coming up, we've got Procreate coming up in the new year, and we've got Photoshop. Okay, that's getting an update soon as well. So loads coming up. we've got a new team member in the team. Okay, we've got John Drexler. He is kind of Chief Operating Officer. And the cool thing about him is he's helping all of us really kind of get more done at Bring Your Own Laptop. And so that, I can get out of some of the operation stuff and focus more on content creation, and he can kind of help our team do more. So welcome to the team, John. Mary as well, as if you are a Bring Your Laptop subscriber, you'll notice in the dashboard that she's on maternity leave now. Okay, she's had the people that are wondering. Okay, she's got a lovely baby Elma, healthy and happy. She'll be back soon with Bring Your Laptop, but just so you know, that's where she's gone. She mentioned it in the discussion, but yeah, hopefully she'll be back soon. Lovely baby Elma. Oh, speaking of baby Elma, let me show you that one. Let's go this. I'm still in the little box, aren't I? Down here. Whoops. I got to meet Mary and John. There's two people I just met in New York recently. That was a nice update for Bring a Laptop. I got to meet them for the first time ever. Been working with them for a long time, especially Mary, but we got to hang out in New York. Why was I over in New York? It's because I was down in Miami for Adobe Max, which was a big thing for me and for Bring Your Own Laptop, where I was presenting a Photoshop lab. Okay, got to meet some of the other team, me talking, doing interesting stuff. There we go, lots of things. And I got to meet Kyle. Kyle's another team member at Bring Your Laptop, and we got to party having lots of pink flamingos. That's Miami kind of vibe. Anyway, other things, let's go back to you, and let's go back up to you, and let's go to this. All right, other things that are happening. So Max, you all probably noticed the UI update. Happened last quarter, okay, but it was a big fundamental change and a really helpful one for watching videos. Also another thing that's happened lately, okay, I'm going to get into the questions in a second. So if you've got a question for me about the course, about design, about anything, throw it into the comments now, because Taylor's grabbing them up and putting them there. I can see there's only a couple of questions, so you'll probably get your question answered. So the other thing that happened to Bring Your Laptop is we've been nominating community champions. So if you are a Bring Your Laptop or do want to join Bring Your Laptop, there are a bunch of people who just help out. They just do it for they just help out loads. And what we've decided to do is recognize those people, and we're kind of titling them with community champion, giving them a badge just to say thanks for the support they do for everybody on the comments, okay, on Marvin, on the feed. So I just want to run through the first few people, okay. So Manuel Han, Sexton Lane, Amy Gray, Ken Stout, Katrina Siogtranite. Sorry, that's a really hard last name. Grazine, Leandra Kietz. That was another tricky one. Katrina Pinto, Ben Kasani, Miranda Kaufman, Jeremy Jacola's the latest one. So yeah, we're kind of announcing one every month. Thank you so much for those people for your community help. Such a great place to be on Bring Your Laptop, especially when there's people like you around. There's a few of those people as well on the blog have student spotlights. If you're like, oh, I recognize that name, they've helped me out loads on the site. Check out the blog, okay? If you go to bringyourlaptop.com/blog, you will see that there is quite a few of those people have had student spotlights where we just kind of find out what they were doing, where how Bring Your Laptop has helped them, what their career looks like, get a kind of a behind the scenes of some of those people. So check that out. The other thing is design challenges. So we just finished the Halloween one. Okay, so that's finished. That was the last one that's finished. So if you're not sure, Bring Your Laptop, we do a monthly kind of, every 12 to 6 weeks, we do a design challenge. And the Halloween one just finished. I love that one. There's always a great one every year. Some awesome stuff. Okay, and there's another one coming out tomorrow. Okay, it's kind of focused generally around Canva. You can use other tools though, but if you're thinking, all right, I'll learn Canva, when should I learn it? Start it now, start it tomorrow, join the design challenge. It's going to run for the next few weeks. Use that as part of some of the kind of things you can use to test yourself. And that design challenge goes live tomorrow on Bring Your Own Laptop for subscribers. So you'll see along the top there's a challenges tab, so check that out. All right, let's start some of the questions. We've got loads. We've got a few through. Awesome. One that seems to come through quite a bit is what is Canva? Canva is a design tool. The interesting thing about Canva is that it's lots of tools all in one. What they've tried to do is try and make a tool that can do a lot of different things. So it's really proficient at making social media, both static posts and video posts, like stories and reels and TikToks. Okay, it is really good at presentations. Okay, so like PowerPoint alternatives, it's really good at a kind of a Google Docs style thing. So lots of texts, think InDesign. It's kind of trying to tackle all of those things. What else is it really good at? It's really good at video editing. Okay, it's okay at video editing. It can do social stuff. Okay, it can't do full like Premiere Pro ones, but it can do snippets and stuff. It's getting used by so many people. That's why I've decided to do the course. And it's kind of an all-purpose generalized design tool. Okay, and it's probably its superpower is that things look good real quick. Some of the other design tools, like if you've done my course on Illustrator, you get given a blank page and then you build up from there. And once you get good at it, you can build beautiful custom stuff. Whereas Canva is a little bit more like you can start with a template and you can start with it looking really professional very quickly because you started with a template and then adjust from there. Okay, so what we'll do in the course is that we kind of build everything from scratch. We show you how to use templates, but even that template function is really, really useful once you know the basics of the tools. Okay, so it's a bit of a do-it-all design tool, and it's really easy to stumble your way in and kind of get started. That's why people love it so much. So what's the difference between Canva Free and Canva Pro? First of all, there is a free version. So if you want to do the course, you can do it on the free one. There is a paid one. It is, can't even remember how much it is. It's in the, is it $12, $20 a month? Something around that sort of range. And you can get a 30-day trial if you want to do the course. Like, we don't focus completely on free in the course. We make sure that there's a ton of stuff you can do with the free version of Canva, but I don't hide from any of the pro versions because some of them are really good and some of them, it's just interesting for you to see and go, I don't want that. You know, you might not go to the free version, the pro version. It's amazing how much you can get out of it. What's in the pro version that's not in the free version? There's a lot of like stuff that you want to template. There's something called a brand kit. And it's really useful if you're doing the same thing over and over again. You can put something in your brand kit, okay, like your logo, your colors, your fonts. And then when you're doing, say, you're making another social media post, you can just click a button and it will just inject all of that stuff into it rather than you picking the colors. You can do it. It's just a little bit like, you only really need it once you start using it quite a bit. If you're dabbling in Canva, you probably don't need the pro version, but if you're going to be using it quite heavily, you'll want it. There you go. Who is it for? What kind of creatives? That's a good question. So who is it for? It started life as for people who wanted to do creative things that didn't have creative background. Say me as a designer, I would have come to design with Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, okay, for my creative tools. Okay, but let's say you're a business owner or a student or a teacher or somebody just new to design and maybe in sales and marketing and didn't want to learn a lot, to go back to kind of basics and just want to do something quick. That's where Canva kind of approached it. And that's where it started. But what's ended up happening is it's kind of this weird transition where I've got involved in Canva because not so much like, it's because it's coming up from the bottom. Clients are going, hey, I want to use Canva. Can you, or I've started something in Canva. Can you finish it? Can you, it's the client coming to me saying, can you make me a Canva template? And that's probably where it shines the most. If you've used any of the other design tools like Adobe, you'll know that it's really hard to hand stuff off to clients. You give them the finished products easy, but you can't say, here's an editable PSD, okay? They just can't do much with it. Whereas Canva's really set out to be able to go, all right, me as a designer, get everything looking good, get everything lined up, get the right images and get it all cropped right, and then give it to my client, and the client can do a lot of their own work. That kind of like dog's body stuff that you don't really want to do, okay? Can you change the date? Can you change the text in this one? You can give it to them and empower them to do it. You can do your creative stuff and then give it to them. What type of designs can you create in Canva? I've covered that one. Does Canva compare to Figma? Doesn't compare at all. You wouldn't really use it for anything Figma-like. It has a kind of a feature like FigJam, if you know that one. It's got a kind of a whiteboarding tool, which is a really kind of close comparison, but it doesn't compete with that. It really competes with Adobe's products, not really Figma or web. It doesn't really compete much with video. They want to, it just doesn't at the moment. It does enough video, but it does, it does enough for social media. That's what's really good. Okay, but if you want to get into really kind of like anything kind of like YouTube video, you wouldn't do, but stories, you would in Canva. Is it better to use Canva on your computer or your phone? That's totally up to you. I use the computer for the course, mainly because it's just really hard to do all of what we're going to do on your phone. But if you're like, I use Canva phone, can I do the desktop version? You can, it's just in a smaller version. All the same tools are in there, it's just kind of a little bit harder. It saves you money because you only have to have a phone, but it's a web-based product, so you don't really need a really good computer for it to work. It's just bigger and more expansive and you can see more. And obviously if you're going to do a presentation, then you need a computer version, but it's the same. But if you're only doing social media stuff, and it's only for Instagram, then you could do it on your phone. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. You know what a phone looks like, right? All right, let's get into some questions. We've got Dashan. Can I know if this course is available on Skillshare too? It will be later on, not at the moment. Okay, it's exclusive to bring your laptop. How can I be an expert in my design career? I am a little bit lazy personality also. I want to be an expert, but I'm also lazy. How do you do it? I think if you want to be a design expert, I think it's just about focusing on a specific thing. Like I'm a generalist, so I'm not an expert. If you want to be an expert in something and you don't have a lot of time, the trick is to pick a really narrow kind of section and go after that. Do book covers, magazine covers, do social media, not social media too broad, do Instagram reels, pick one thing so that you can kind of focus that lazy time. All right, Kathleen, incredible intro. Thank you very much. I spent a lot of time on those intros. Would you recommend this to every designer to understand Canva? Or do you think Canva is not that critical to now? I just see a lot more jobs asking about it, and I'm not sure why. It is just in favor with so many people. Like you won't find graphic designers. It's kind of a dirty word. I didn't do Canva for a long time because it's not what designers use. But what's ended up happening is the other side of that, clients have figured out they can do stuff quite quickly and they need designer help. So they've come up to us to say, can you help us with our designers in Canva? And eventually I've just gone, this is too popular. Like you see, Catherine, there's just too many people asking about it. And the more I got into it, the more I realized it's just another tool. And I need to get over myself as a designer. It is not going to have the depth of the other products. So you're not wasting your time in anything else. But there are so many clients where they only need a really small slice from you, especially when it comes to kind of sales marketing, kind of small, lightweight stuff that's not a full rebrand, it's not a full video edit, it's not stationary, and you can make Canva do most of it. You can make Canva do like 80 to 90% of it, but you'll all probably know that the last 10% can be some of the most important stuff when you're getting into kind of like nitty gritty. So yeah, it is super popular. If you do a Google Trends, can I do that here? I wonder if I can share it. You go down there, you go down there. Can I do this? I'll try. I knew this would come up. Can I get that down? There it is there. There. Okay, let's go share that screen. So let's add a screen. That's just a different camera. Hi, me down there. Let's go and share this. And let's go to camera. No, let's go to source, blank, file share, video share, scene. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to try. Empty scene, duplicate scene. Okay, I need to hold it up. Anyway, I'll practice that for next one. There is, oh, I know what I can do. Check out this. I'm going to cheat by going you and into that because I've already got that going. And I can share that. Haha. This is a bit of a hack. There we go. I took a screenshot and put it into the thing I already loaded up. So can you see that? It's amazing. What you're looking at here is a screen of, this is a proxy for interest. So this is the last 12 months, looking at the world, of people searching for the word Canva versus Photoshop. Photoshop's the red line. It's not that Photoshop's dead, it's just Canva is super important. And that's why I figured I would make a course on it and why I kind of tested it and worked on it, because I don't want to be, I pride myself on knowing all the tools, the popular ones. So I've done lots of stuff where, you know, things that I've got into like Webflow, only because it became the most popular version of that kind of era. And this is becoming really popular in design. And I'm like, I'm in. Okay, I was reluctant at the beginning, I'll be honest. But now, having looked at it and what people are using it for, I'm like, okay, I can see its use case, it's only going to get better, and it's really popular. So what I would like to do is, I've seen a lot of courses out there. What I'm hoping I can bring to this is that I can bring a bit of design to it. There's a lot of people doing it in the kind of like self-taught, not designer way. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like I can bring some value when I say, all right, I'm using Canva. This is the strategies that I've learned through my career to pick nice designs, pick good colors, pick good combinations, good fonts, why we do this and not that, and some of the fun stuff that we can do in Canva as well. That was a long answer to your question. All right, let's close that down. Somehow I got that working. All right, Trista, not Canva specific, but should I get a Bluetooth keyboard? If so, I'm on the fence, but I need all the efficiency tools I can get. I've got this cable one, okay? I hate it. The only reason I got the one with the cable is because it made this lovely noise. I'm just gonna break your thing. Oh, you can all hear that. Look how clicky that is. I'm gonna make a YouTube video soon about redesigning my desk, and one of the things I'm gonna check is, do they make a Bluetooth version of this? And I'm gonna do it. There's no latency anymore, just go and do it. Yeah, they're cheap, they're way better than wired. Yeah, unless you're a gamer, you don't need it. That's Oshin going. There you go. Bye, Oshin. Shut the door. All right, Simon Griggs. My dad jumps out, shut the door. Simon Griggs, where does Canva fit in the design landscape? Where do you see it developing? I think it's always going to be it depends which avenue you come from. If you are doing design as a small part of your larger job, Canva's going to be the thing you use probably. So if you're in sales, marketing, or your design job is, there's a lot of like, I don't know, technical, maybe there's a lot of Mac operator stuff into it, you know, you're doing a lot of kind of pre-press. I think you're going to end up, that's going to fill that hole. If you're going to need to do, like, if you're going to be a logo designer, you cannot use Canva. You can use it to a point, okay? I should take you through, show you how to use the Canva logo design tools, but there are just, if you want to be a full-time branding expert, you're probably still going to use Illustrator. Will it get good enough? I don't think it needs to. I think what it needs to do is get really good at that 80% and stay there and just get better and better and better at it. Getting right down into the weeds is something that they probably won't beat Adobe on, because they have the depth and they have, you know, they've been around a long time. So I think Canva's position is, like me, when I'm doing, say, my own work, I'm doing it in Illustrator and Photoshop. If a client needs something that they need to be able to update themselves, that is something I'm thinking like, ding, 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 I can make it in Canva, because it's a, you know, it's a social post, it's a presentation, like a PowerPoint kind of style one. You don't want to make a presentation that they can't update. Nobody wins. Because if you have to update every single time there is you know, a last minute change to the presentation, that's not fun. So you'll end up taking the logos that you might have designed in Illustrator and make a presentation in Canva, because it has some really cool features, especially around presentations. One of my favorite parts to it is you can just dump everything on the page and go, make presentation, not that one, not that one, not that one. And it just rearranges them. So if you are thinking about doing the course, remember the course has just come out. Taylor's just reminded me. I've just finished making a Canva Design Essentials course. There'll be a link for it in the description. There is a small discount on that as well if you check it out. Come sign up on bringyourownlaptop.com. All right, Odisanya? Yeah. Will Canva help me with my UX UI career? No, it's not for that. It's kind of for, yeah, it's for digital design focused on either social presentations. It has a lot of like documents for like PDF, so InDesign kind of thing, not really for UX. They might tackle that market, but not at the moment. Helen Reeves Howard, Canva's rather confusing element licensing. Is this covered? I'm never quite sure what the parameters set. Yeah, so it's kind of tricky inside of it. What she's asking is the licensing, okay? There is lots of free stuff in there, but the free stuff, what you'll find, and I go through this in the course, is that they don't actually supply a lot of stuff themselves, Canva, okay? Like photos and fonts and stuff like that. And yeah, photos, fonts, videos, they're all done through third parties. There's lots of free ones that you will probably already find on things like Pixabay or Unsplash, okay? And the paid ones are the things that you find on paid sites. And the licensing is just done through them. So what happens is you've got a pro account, everything becomes usable. And basically they pay a commission to the people that have licensed the stuff. So there's lots of stuff on there that you can do it. I do cover how to check it, what is kind of free in Creative Commons and what is paid stuff that you get to use. But yeah, if you do use it and you've got a pro account, you do get to use it. And don't have to pay any like royalties. Royalty free. Okay, Megan Kelly. Could we do the course on the free version, you think, at least while learning? Totally. There is probably about 80% of the course you can do in the free version, and the pro ones don't stop you doing anything in like the class projects or anything like that. I keep them in there because they're also, you know, some of them are really useful, and you might get to them and go, it's just, you might watch it, okay? Don't skip them, but it's interesting to know what some of the pro things do. You just watch it and move on. You can totally use the free version all the way through. There is a free trial for it if you're like, just want to upgrade for a few days while you do the course, just to play around with it, and then downgrade afterwards. But Canva's got this, that's probably why, the other reason it's so popular is that it's free. You can do pretty much everything you need to for free. And if anything you can't do for free, there's always some website that does something similar for free. So yeah. Tony, who should use Canva? I already use Adobe Design Program. Should I also learn Canva? What's the advantage? I kind of covered that one, I think, a few times. Laquinix, any plans to create CapCut course? That's an interesting one. So CapCut, if you don't know, is the most popular video editing software for a phone for socials. It's probably not next on my list. Yeah, it's not next on my list. But now you got me thinking. I'll write that one down. All right, Rucker one. Why Canva rather than Adobe Express? So that is a really good question. So what is Adobe Express? It's a complete alternative for Canva. The only reason I didn't do Adobe Express is that it's just not as popular. Just can't serve as many people. So Canva and Adobe Express. Adobe made Adobe Express to compete with Canva because it's doing so well. Adobe Express is a copycat. I don't know who's copying who, but they look very similar. The interesting thing is you can, like, once I learned Canva and I jumped to Express, I'm like, I know everything in this program because it's the same. So it doesn't really matter which one you want to use. The course is for Canva Essentials, obviously, and things are not going to be exactly the same. But that's the reason I did Canva. It's just there is so much demand for Canva and only a smaller amount for Express. If you are using Adobe Express, it is perfectly fine. Don't switch to Canva. It is a great bit of software. It does everything Canva does. It's got the backing of Adobe. It connects with a lot of Adobe stuff. And should I have done Adobe Express? It's just such a smaller tool, used tool than Canva, and I want to kind of make something that is, I don't know, more helpful. Jasmine, can I use Canva for branding instead of advanced Photoshop software as Adobe? You can do bits of it. So full custom logo design is probably not perfect in Canva. There's workarounds, but Illustrator is definitely better for it. In terms of implementing branding, it is really good at that. Okay, you got the pro version. If you get the pro version, you get brand kits. You can brand things really quickly, especially when there's a lot of templates you could use for free. So that's really handy. And probably one of the really nice things is that you get to do client handoff really well. You get to just give it to them and they can be a lot more self-sufficient if that's what you want to do. But probably you'll still need to keep things like Illustrator around. And if you want to do any serious photo editing, like hardcore compositing and retouching, Photoshop or Lightroom's the key. But like I said, Canva does 80% of it pretty good. So you've got to decide where your specialties lie. I would say just do the course so you've got a really good scope of it, and you will see where it fits into your workflow. You might just find like, okay, I can do this for clients and this is going to really be beneficial for them. And it's not that hard to learn because there's that handsome bald guy that made a course on it. There's a link in the description for it. Check that out. All right, Simon Griggs, we'll do let's do 3 more questions. Taylor, can you highlight the ones that you think are good? And I'm going to do the next one, you do 2 more. All right, Simon Griggs, is there a level of document that is better to do in InDesign or in Canva to be able to things like books and magazines, etc.? Yeah, so if you are, InDesign is Adobe's kind of like book publishing and long document publishing software, and versus Canva. Canva is more analogous to, is that the word? Threw it in there, analogous. Maybe it is, to Google Docs. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my hands. Google Docs and Canva Docs are trying to do a lot what Google Docs is. The reason it's nice in Canva is that it has all the branding stuff, which Google Docs doesn't. Google Docs, so that's more of a comparison. InDesign is more for longer documents that, yeah, the same reason you wouldn't use Google Docs compared to InDesign are still the same as, Canva versus InDesign. InDesign is a more professional tool. If you're doing professional books and magazines, 100% InDesign. If you are doing documents for presentations, for like help docs, for things that you use Google Docs for, then continue using then you can totally use Canva for, yeah. It's kind of more that Google Docs experience. All right, 2 more. Can Canva use design posters? Great for doing posters. So it gets them ready for print. It actually has a printing function in there. If you want to print straight from Canva, you can go out to a third-party printer and it kind of does it all in Canva. Has bleed, has all that sort of stuff. So perfect for posters. Yeah, graphics, images, all that sort of stuff is great. Where it depends on how far you're going with posters. If you're going to be doing like things like special colors, like spot UVs or Pantones or any kind of spot colors, probably not. But any kind of 3-color, 4-color posters, it's perfect for it. It's really quick, runs in the browser, it's lovely. All right, we've got last 2. All right. Sue Randall, do you still recommend Webflow or are there other platforms preferred? No, Webflow is my no code, low code option for web design. Yeah, there's competitors to it. I like Webflow. I think it's still probably the best for the control that I want without it being like a drag and drop kind of a, like pick a template. I don't want that. I want to design it how I've designed it in Figma, but I'll still use Webflow. Okay, last question. Do you still, oh, no. Oh, that's it. All right, I'm freaking Taylor out. He's like, you said 2, but I've only done 2. He's done 2, all right. So where can I get that shirt? I made this one. This is a custom made shirt for Dan. Nobody can get it anywhere. I should release the store and bring a laptop and sell some of these shirts, but at the moment this is a Dan one-off. All right, that, my friends, is going to be it. So the Canva Design Essentials has just been launched right now. If you just joined me at the end, there is a link for it in the description. There is a discount code there for 10% off as well. So come join me. The course is, you get your own custom brief. You get loads of class projects all around your own brief, so you get your own thing to make. Okay, you get certificates at the end. There is a pass, a merit, and a distinction certificate to kind of prove and show your skills in Canva. There is expert support. Okay, so Pedro is helping you guys in the comments and the Ask the Experts support. And that is going to be it. Go join me in the Canva Essentials course. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. All right, that is going to be it, everyone. I will see you in the course. I look exactly like this in the course. I got dressed up just the same. All right, everyone. I'm going to try and figure out how to stop waving and close down I need like a second person. Get the mouse, Ready, here we go. Ready to finish. Smooth. Bye. Oh, still didn't hit it.